You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily. Hello guys, welcome to HighlyEvolvedPodcast. My name is Stefan. You can find me at Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, Gap.com. Most importantly, like, share, subscribe. Because we're writing this until the wheel fall off. On that note, guys, let's start the article. Let's start the show with this article from Zero Hedge. I'll leave a link in the description below saying China will lead 5G smartphone purchases through 2023. Alright, you know what smart 5G is. It's a very dangerous millimeter wave technology that they're putting up everywhere right now. Alright, but let's look at this article together. I haven't read this article, so it's going to be my first time reading it. I'll give you my reaction after I read the article. Alright, bear with me now. There you go. China lead 5G smartphone purchases to 2023. Alright, these people are trying to kill themselves right now. These people in China try to kill themselves with technologies. The new report from Carnelli shows that 5G smartphone will reach nearly 500 million units in 2023, accounts for 51.4% of all smartphone shipments across the world. The era of 5G is here, meaning 2G, 3G, and 4G are obsolete. My phone is old. I'm holding it until the wheel fall off, until it can't work no more before I cave in. If anything, I would revert back to the flip phone. The compound annual growth rate of 5G smartphone shipments between 2019 and 2023 will amount about 180%, while more than 1.9 billion devices will flood global market by 4Q23. Like Canary or whatever name is, shows that China will lead the world in 5G smartphone shipments in 2023, followed by North American and Asian Pacific. All right, so because Chinese, like company like Huawei and whatever stupid phone they have, are one of the main producer of Chinese phones. Of course, they're gonna lead the thing, and they have one of the biggest populations. Government around the world, including China, Europe, and U.S., are sponsored initiative accelerating 5G infrastructure development in major metropolitan area. There were a phenomenon among 5G discussion this year. MWC, Shanghai with China 5G license granted a year earlier in the plan, and the role of Chinese government and a well-orchestrated joint investment of operation and equipment supplier were critical of the two earlier commercial launches. And Nicole Peng, Vice President of Mobility, Canali, in the by the 4Q20, Canary project the Chinese will account 17.5% of all 5G smartphone shipments, and this purchase will jump to 62.7% of 2023. What does this all mean, guys? What does this all mean? That means China are consuming a lot of 5G. They're going to ship out a lot of 5G phones. That's what it all means. 5G phones will see rapid adaptation in China, thanks to strong governmental technology. Because the government own these companies. That's why. Operation financial capabilities. Because they're a totalitarian state. They need this 5G to keep track of the people. That's why they flooded the market of these Chinese people with all these smartphones. Is a way to track these people, right? Along with social credit scores. Chinese, you know what social credit score is? Basically like a credit score, but it's based on your social status. Like, are you what? Are you a troublemaker? Are you not a troublemaker? Do you talk a lot? Are you a vocal person? That's the type of score they give you. Chinese is also home of many major 5G equipment suppliers of smartphone vendors, which will respond to aggressive marketing push over the next 5 years. But mass market adaptation of 5G smartphone does not necessarily mean that successful smart G deployment, full 5G deployment, will take much longer and will be much more complex than the previous network generations in order to realize the benefit of 5G beyond EMBB and this is very costly, putting more pressure on global operations, which are already facing declining revenues and more prices competition for MVNOs. Between 1981 and 2008, China lifted 6 million people out of poverty. Yeah, of American expense. That's why. This has spurred remarkable growth in the country. Now, the superpowerhouse is expected to lead the world in technology and innovation by mid 2020. I'm not gonna read that tweet. Just go read it for yourself. Some random China China top-down national agenda has moved the country ahead of 5G development technology, R&D, equipment, network, terminal, platform, and application development. Chinese operation investment in 5G will reach US $5 billion this year, and around $70,000 to 90,000 5G base stations will be built across the country. Among the three operations, China Mobile will be extending its market advantage given its vast user base and financial strength, said Canali analyst Mojai. China Mobile has a broadest 5G smartphone portfolio to launch, given the government has just implemented a long-awaited mobile numbers portability policy in all the operation and will be more aggressive with promoting their target 5G earlier adapters and high-value customers later this year. And surprisingly, local Chinese brands such as Huawei, Oppo, Xiaomi, and ZTE are 5G headset launch partner for the third operation, while Samsung will also use the window of opportunity to fight back in China. Yet Apple missed out, leaving a loyal iPhone user waiting yet another year, which might risk them switching to aggressive competitor, adding Ja. 5G open up more possibility and accelerate artificial intelligence and automations, robotics, and Internet of Things, therefore providing a tremendous potential of China leading motive wave into 2020 could result in eventually displacement of American empire by 2030. Of course, you know what they're doing right now, right? They're pushing 5G big time. 5G will lead to automation, like this article said. Right? Automations like car technology, right? You know these cars like Tesla with this with their advanced driving technology, automated driving, right? They're putting that in truck, right? And the reason why they need 5G is because they need this truck, these smart cars to talk to each other, right? 5G will give them that capability to talk to these cars so they won't ram each other, cause accident. Within these trucks, there's all these kind of sensors in it, right? And they try pushing these trucks, these automated car driving, and all these information technologies out there, so it'll be all automated. So basically, the job will be obsolete, even truck drivers, right? Not only that, warehouse shipments, cargo loading, all these jobs will be phasing out due to 5G. 5G is another major contributor to the loss of jobs. Right? You don't know that, man. It's going to be all automation by 2023 and pushing out phones. First is the phone. Now what next? Right? And 5G have what? Bad effect on human health, I think. Because 5G, when you look at it, is a military technology. It used to deflect people away. Because when you expose yourself to 5G radiation, what does it do? It burns your skin. That's what it is. And they're having all these 5Gs everywhere. There's been a record of showing that a lot of people have been experiencing traumatic head injury or trauma or epilepsy or seizure due to this 5G technology radio wave. All right? They're penetrating human minds, and they're triggering all these epilepsies among children. And within these 5G's antennas, they're building up next to places that's vulnerable to people. All right? And because they're millimeter wave technology, because they don't travel on long distance, that's the difference between 4G and 5G. All right? 4G travel at a longer distance. Because it's traveling at a longer distance, it holds fewer data than 5G. 5G travels shorter distance, but it have more data within this brand. So in order to make 5G more expansive, they have to put more towers in compared to 4G. That's how 5G works, right? When there's more towers, that means more people are being exposed to the antenna, the radio wave, and have irreparable damages to your body. It's like a microwave in your body. You don't know what the long-term effects. That's why people are so much in an uproar. They're pushing this 5G technology like crazy. In China, because of their authoritative state, they have to keep people in check. They don't care what's going on with their people. All right? They just need to get their people in control. All right? China is a nation of billions. All right? How do you control billions of people? All right? You've brainwashed them. Propaganda. Cognitive dissonance. That's how you control billions of people. And what's one way of doing that? Give them smartphones. Give them a smartphone to occupy themselves. Because most Chinese out there, they don't know what's going on in their surrounding. They don't know what's the intentions. All right? They hardly have any uproar because most of these people come from the village. They don't have any ideas what the government's doing to them. All right? Village people are very, I won't say this low IQ, but this stuff don't matter to them. All that matters to them is whether they get fed and have a roof over their head. The idea of being exposed to this dangerous wave is beyond their comprehensions. They don't know about this. As long as they got a phone in their hand, it gives them this mentality. Oh, that they're coming up. They're moving away from this village mentality and a part of this city mentality. This is why they don't care about all these stuff about chemicals and effect to their bodies. They just try to make a living. That's why it's hard. It's harder that's why these people. It's easier to manipulate. All right. And this is how you control these people. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. You think it's a good thing for Chinese to have these phones? You think it's a good thing for them to be in the leader smartphone? All right. I don't think it's a good thing because it's look, in my opinion, if China's leading in any kind of advancement, it's not a good thing. That means they have more control if they're leading anything. All right. And we don't want that because they're our competitors. And once they have more control, they become more competitive with us and leads to more job losses. That's why I don't think news like this is any good news for the United States. But let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. All right, because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted and unedited. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. Because the point of this channel is to get people to think for themselves. All right. If you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. If you like, share, subscribe, encourage me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I saturate YouTube algorithm. With YouTube algorithm saturated, I'm more available to a mass audience. Within those mass audience, I might convince them to think for themselves because you don't want to be a group thinker. Group thinker is communism. Group thinking is socialism. Group thinking will lead you to the cliff, lead you out the cliff. All right? But, yeah. Let me know what you think. Leave your comment below. Please like, share, subscribe. And I know your time is very precious. Trying to waste your time. This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. And you guys have a good day. Peace.